Okay, let's begin. Let me have your attention, please. Let's begin. Welcome to the University of Tennessee Nuclear Engineering Department Colloquium Program. My name is Lee Dodds, and it's my privilege to introduce today's speaker, who is Dr. Wei Kuo, who is the Dean of Engineering here at the University of Tennessee in Knoxville. He is also a University Distinguished Professor. Dr. Kuo received a BS degree in Nuclear Engineering from National Tsinghua University in Taiwan, so he is genuinely one of us, and a PhD in Engineering from Kansas State University. Previously, Dr. Kuo held the Royce E. Weisenbaker Chair of Engineering and Innovation at Texas A&M University, and he was also the Executive Associate Dean of Engineering at Texas A&M. From 1993 to the year 2000, he headed the Department of Industrial Engineering at Texas A&M. He also worked for Bell Labs from 1980 to 1983. Dr. Kuo is a member of the Academia Sinica, which is the National Academy of Sciences in Taiwan, the International Academy of Quality, and he is an elected member of the U.S. National Academy of Engineering. He is a fellow of IEEE, the Institute of Industrial Engineering, and the American Society for Quality. He is also an honorary professor of the National Jiao Tong University in Taiwan and the Beijing Institute of Technology in China. He is also the editor-in-chief of the IEEE Transactions on Reliability. His topic today is the state of the University of Tennessee College of Engineering. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Wei Kuo.
Thank you, Lee, and ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad to be here and to share with you some of the activities and developments in our College of Engineering at the University of Tennessee in Knoxville. Well, I was told that this program, webcast program in the Nuclear Engineering Department has been here for 5 years. You know what I mean? A 5-year-old baby can walk, have most of the teeth, and probably ready to go to elementary school. And I see everything happening in this college in the last several years. That's just like this 5-year-old webcast, a growing baby who are really moving into the direction which was exciting, and we are very anxious to have the further development of this great College of Engineering at UT here. I'm not talking about nuclear today, but I will give you a brief view of our academic program and developments associated with our college. And hopefully, some of the talk, some of the comments can generate some ideas, some excitement for further improvement. The theme I'm going to talk about today is more about ranking and benchmark. About 20 years ago, when faculty talk about benchmark, no university faculty would like it because it has connotation of criticizing somebody, which is not very good. People say that I'm different, but don't criticize me. But 10 years ago, all universities are becoming more aware that we are part of the society. We need to be criticized, and we need to seek for improvement. And today, it's almost a common practice that we have to move forward. You know, only if I have a mirror, I can tell whether I dress properly or not. And benchmark is a mirror. Benchmark and ranking together is both a reality and a philosophy. It is a reality because the high school kids all have been given a ranking of university programs by the U.S. News and World Report. They decide which school to go by looking at the ranking. Graduate students, before they come to graduate students, they look for the ranking of the university to decide which university they are going to join there. Recently, quite a few Fortune 500 companies will look for the ranking to decide which school they are going to recruit graduates from. In fact, if the schools are not ranked well, some of Fortune 500 companies will not recruit students from those universities. Therefore, it is reality. It's something we have to face. It is also a philosophy, because ranking, there are many different kind of ranking. When we talk about ranking and benchmark, we will not avoid being somewhat subjective. Therefore, it could be controversial in the way that I like this ranking or I don't like this kind of ranking. I like this part, but I don't like the other part. Well, I'll tell you a joke. Before U.S. News and World Report had ranking, about 15 years ago, there were 25 universities claimed they are top 10 because there's no comparison. You can claim whatever you want. Now there are only 10. So it's a philosophy. It tells you what to go forward, what can be corrected. So it is a philosophy. Today I'm going to share with you some of the rankings made by the U.S. News and World Report. I mentioned that there are many different kind of rankings. The U.S. News and World Report happen to be the most popular one. I will introduce their ranking criteria and where we stand at UT College of Engineering in each year's ranking by the U.S. News and World Report and where the improvements are. And I will draw a few related issues with you so that you can draw some conclusion yourself. You can find where we are today and where we intend to go. This specific table share with you the most recent ranking criteria of the U.S. News and World Report of UT College of Engineering, and also the rating of each categories. This table was summarized by U.S. News and World Report, published about 2 weeks ago. The first category is about peer assessment. The peer assessment is made by each college of engineering dean and associate dean. So we have 2 votes to evaluate what other college engineering standing. We are rated 2.8 out of 5.0. Likewise, the industrial practitioners also rank different engineering programs. There are about a little bit less than 300 engineering programs, and the company recruiters will give their rating. And we are rated 3.2 out of 5. Before 2004, not every engineering programs in our college require the incoming graduate student take a GRE. But 2 years ago, we require all 7 departments in our college to take a GRE. And there's an implication for that. When students take a GRE, we know where student stands, and we also can report the GRE score that was submitted to the U.S. News and World Report on the incoming student. All GRE, average GRE score by the incoming graduate students, 736. The next category will be acceptance rate of our college. It's 36%. Every 100 students apply for a college, 36 of them are admitted to engineering college. The next one will be PhD students and faculty ratio. We have roughly 135 professors. We have less than 135 PhD students. Our ratio is 0.9. And the others include National Academy members of the college. We have 2 in our college a year ago. So take 2, divide by it, we are about 1.9%. And then our research expenditure in the previous year was $38 million. You divide that by the total number of faculty we have, we average about $247,000 per faculty in the year of 2004. In the previous year, we have graduated 33 PhD students. Our total number of the graduate enrollment in the college is 701. There are 10 categories on those things. Each of them has been given a specific weight. You add them together, you weigh them together. Our college has been given a total score of ranking of 68. So we are ranked number 68 out of a little bit less than 300 engineering college in the country. Well, I have a few comments to make in terms of this specific criteria. Remember I said all those things can be arguable either against or for it, but I have a few comments to make. In this specific sense, you can tell that we are relatively low in terms of number of the PhD students in our college, 0.9, which is our weak point. I look at the top 100 engineering programs. The lowest one on the top 100 engineering programs, other than us, has a number of 1.1. So clearly, we're not even ranked top 100 in this specific category. Our research funding is a little bit above average, but not extraordinarily well, but it's acceptable. And our total number of graduate students, 701, is considered as a low one. Well, there are several conclusions that can be drawn based on this. We are not a small college. We have good faculty members. But in terms of productivity, that are measured by all those attributes, show that we can make further improvement. Well, we can look at either numerator or denominator. The numerators are the productivity measures. The denominators will be total number of faculty. So in one aspect, I used to think that we can produce a little bit more. But somebody remind me that maybe you have too many faculty members here. But it's never too many. The issue is which one is a cause, which one is a consequence. I don't think we have too many faculty members. But what we need to do to enhance the productivity of those specific attributes. So this is one observation. Well, as I've mentioned that, you may question about the validity of those attributes. We may be better than 68, but it's not correctly measured, right? And the common thing I've been given by our faculty and department heads include the following things. Namely, our alum has contributed a lot of money to the universities, which should be part of the figure here, right? And the faculty salary, we are underpaid. Everyone's underpaid and should be part of the figure, right? So the percentage of alum donation, the faculty salary, if they are in the picture, will not improve of this. There's another factor which has been discussed quite a bit. UT's tuition is very low. Therefore, should tuition be part of the figure? Makes some sense, right? And some faculty said, we have disciplines. The faculty in specific discipline publish a lot of papers, conference papers. Therefore, number of publications should be in this figure. Make some sense? So I did a little study here. I take the ranking of 68, I plot as an engineer a chart. The x-axis is the ranking from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 68. And the y-axis changes. One of the y-axis I did was I look at faculty salary of those top 68 universities and I plot it, see what happens. I plot the tuitions of the top 68 universities. I see what happens, right? I also look at percentage of alum who contribute to their alma mater, see what happens. That makes sense, right? I also look at using the data reported by National Research Council, the number of faculty who publish papers, and put on y-axis. Let's see what happens. You know, interesting enough, they are all highly correlated. The better ranked school, professors are better paid. Their alum contribute more to their alma mater. They publish more papers, and their tuition are higher too. I'll give you a few examples. The percentage of alum at UT who have contributed money to the university is less than 20%. The percentage of alum from Harvard who contribute money to their alma mater is 98%. Again, which one is a cause? Which one is a consequence? It is safe to say that regardless which major you look at, it looks like all these things are highly correlated. The correlation coefficient is not 1, of course. It's only 0.2 or 0.25. But in a behavioral science, that's very high, as you know. And so it's not an independent event. I'm not promoting high tuition, but I do want to point out that all these things are correlated. So if we revise all those things based on the other criteria, the outcome may still be the same. Okay? So we do benchmark, we do things that are ahead of us, and you may be wondering, based on all those things, probably those universities or colleges, in this case college engineering, perhaps the ranking will not change annually. A lot of people told me that the view expressed by the peers, they don't change it too often. It's like my height, 5.8, it won't change overnight. Not true. In fact, I did a little study. I find out easily. In the last 10 years, not the last 25 years, the last 10 years, the ranking do change very quickly. I give you a report. Georgia Tech, now it's a top 4 engineering program. They were not even top 20 25 years ago. They are very average. UT Austin is top 10 program. They move up. UC San Diego is top 10, top 15 actually. UCLA, now the UC Santa Barbara is moved to top 20. Then you are wondering, which school are moved out? Well, there are several then. I leave this as homework for you to do. What are the schools which have been moved out of top 20? In my opinion, some of those schools are very good schools. All I'm saying is, it's very competitive. It's only fair to make improvement. Ranking is not absolute value, of course not. It's a philosophy. It's a benchmark. It's a target to reach. It's reality because people do refer to this. Everybody refers to this. Can all this be improved further? Yes, they can be improved from time to time. But these are something about the ranking and the ranking criteria of the U.S. News and the World Report about the College of Engineering at UT that I have given you a brief report. Next, I'm going to share with you the specific ranking of our college and the program in our college. We are a very good college. We were not ranked 2 years ago. U.S. News and World Report ranked college based on the above criteria I've shared with you, but they stopped ranking when the score reached some point. They stopped it. So 2 years ago, we were not ranked. Last year, we were ranked number 81. This year, we are ranked number 68. We are the fastest improving college in the country due to the faculty's effort and the students' effort and the quality of faculty and the quality of students. I think all faculty and students at the College of Engineering at UT should be very proud of it. In addition, this table also shows you the ranking comparison of several academic programs in our college. Most noticeable program here is the Department of Nuclear Engineering department. Now it's ranked number 10, which is an important milestone. You know, previous we ranked number 11. If people ask you where you are ranked, you say you are top 11. What does that mean? And now you say top 10. I mean, that's kind of fuzzy, you know. Top 10, which is good. You want to know my honest opinion? I think all our programs can be ranked better, and we deserve better ranking. And we have a lot of effort to put on. There are several other attributes about ranking. One is what we report, and the other thing is whether we pay due attention to the numbers we report, and whether we do enough publicity to tell people exactly what's going on, like this web page, this webcast. It's good publicity and good thing to honestly tell people are. In my humble opinion, we are underrated. But it's time to move on continuously. And this figure really shows with you a lot of the details happening in the college and the academic program. I only have one slide to share with you, but I have to say a number of words about this specific slide. In this specific slide, in terms of my presentation so far, I hope I give you an idea that ranking is important, what are the attributes of ranking, and where we should improve, where we do benchmark. But now let's look at a little bit beef in this specific thing. What are the things that contribute to the better recognition of the college engineering program? Everyone will tell you the most important attribute will be people, faculty and students. You look at all the attributes there, they all relate to students, they all relate to faculty. We need to recruit good faculty members. We need to reward good faculty members. In this specific year, we have just recruited additional National Academy of Engineering member, Jeff Wadsworth, to be our distinguished research professor. We have been given 2 more NSF career awardees, so we have 5 NSF career awardees in the college, which is not only money, but also recognition by our peers. We have added a few very distinguished faculty members in the state-of-the-art subjects in the nano biomedical engineering program. Our research funding by the faculty attribute to our college has moved from about $17 million about 2 years ago to $21+ million to this year, $27 million at this moment. So faculty certainly is a very important attribute of this. At this moment, we are searching for a dozen new faculty members. I think one position is allocated to your department. We're going to offer this jointly with Oak Ridge National Lab. We are in the middle of collaborating with Oak Ridge National Lab based on a $2.5 million recurring money allocated by the governor, our Governor Bredesen, and matched by Oak Ridge National Lab to recruit faculty member in the needed area, the state-of-the-art subjects. So faculty actually contribute a lot of those. Our student quality is going up. Our student enrollment is both undergraduate and graduate student enrollment also goes up quite a bit. Our undergraduate enrollment freshmen has been up by 36%, mainly due to the Hope Scholarship Program based on a lotto program generated in this specific state, in the state of Tennessee. Our graduate enrollment has been up a little bit, contrary to the nationwide trend, which is downward trend. So our graduate enrollment also goes up. And the quality of undergraduate students also goes up by 1 point of ACT. Our graduate program enrollment, the GRE, is also going up by about 10 points. So we are really in good position. We are proud of the faculty and students that we recruit and the faculty students that we have. So we have good human resource to beef up these things. The second item is about accountability. We are a state university. We're doing a good job, but we need to be held accountable. And benchmark is a way to hold us accountable. So accountability is what we are promoting. Each department in our college is doing benchmark, and hopefully will make us more accountable, more comparable with the performance which we have done in the past. The third item is tremendous progress has been made in our college about development program. I just want to say a few words about development program. In the next 2 months, we should be able to confirm a huge donation from an anonymous donor, $12.5 million donation, and to be matched by governor's $25 million matching fund for a project of electrical and computer engineering. Furthermore, this specific donor also challenged us to raise additional money, dollar-to-dollar match. For every dollar we find, he's going to give $1, up to $5 million. When things work out, it's going to work out within the next few months, we're going to have about $47.5 million new money for 150,000 square footage of electrical computer engineering building, and also for scholarship, professorship for some of the engineering students with emphasis in the computer and electrical engineering. In addition, our Estabrook, the new Engage program facility, is on the target to be renovated. So we are going to have new facility for the Estabrook program. In roughly 3 years, we'll have new EC building, we're going to have new Estabrook building. So these are all the excitement about our development project, which we are moving up very, very fast, very excitement. The next item will be the overhead return. Traditionally, we have been given 25% overhead return for every research dollar generated by you from the university. Well, through independent effort of us and the university committee, university has agreed to give us a little bit more overhead return to us, to move from 25 to 32%, and eventually will be 40%. Well, when this specific agenda was discussed, there are some concerns. Here are the following concerns. The concern is, if we give more overhead return to the college, then the university will have fewer dollars. Take 25%, for example. Every $100 indirect return, if university keep only 55%, they only have $55. But if give a 25% back, they can keep $75, right? So $75 certainly is better than $55. But the argument is not this way. The argument is, if you give us 45% return, we can generate $200 instead of $100. So $200, 55%, that's $110, which is better than $100 multiplied by 75%, which is $75. So on the first year on a trial basis, universities say, okay, we'll give you 32% back and see what happens. Luckily enough, our research funds goes up. Even though university give us a higher percent back, university found out their net income is going up a little bit. Well, I think that's an easy way to handle it. That's the American way, right? Give the money to the individual who generate the money, as easy as it is. So right now it's very promising in that. We are going to move to 40% back, but my target is 45%. Well, this has a lot of contribution to the university programs. I'm the Dean of Engineering. People may be wondering, well, we give a lot back to you. All social science, humanities, they don't generate research dollars, and so they won't get money from the university, correct? Wrong. The pie is getting bigger. They have a better chance to get money back. Wrong, because I have more money, then we are less likely to ask university for money. So they have more free money to give to other people, right? Wrong, because once we look good, well, our ranking goes up, university look good, everybody's happy, and science and humanity look good too. So it's a win-win situation. Why do we want to limit the size of the pie? Why don't we make it bigger? Why can't everybody walk with the head up? You know, why can't we promote excellence? And all these questions can be enhanced by looking at our aggressive benchmark programs that make us really competitive its purpose is not only to make engineering college a successful college, but also to make the whole university, University of Tennessee, to be a highly rated, successful, reputable university. Not only that, we want the greater Knoxville area, the economic development, because our development can enhance the marketability of the city, of the area, of the state, and promote high-tech business and make everybody enjoy the life we have. We have beautiful rivers, we have beautiful mountains, well, we have beautiful flowers. It doesn't hurt to have beautiful high-tech companies and to make our life even more enjoyable. So all the roots coming from, in my opinion, from a good college of engineering program. It is a privilege and honor to take care of all these things. In summary, I want to present you a paradigm. And do you know what the definition of good vision? In fact, everybody has a vision. Every university has a vision. Every college has a vision. Every country has a vision. The difference is some visions are better than the others. Now you ask me, how do you know some visions are better than others? Well, I don't exactly know, but time will tell. Whatever we do will be realized 20 years from now. And then at that time, people can judge whether it's a good vision or not. Well, clearly, some universities had a good vision and some did not. We are all equal, everybody equal. What differentiates one college to the other, one university to the other, one person from the other, is there are different kinds of visions, and they will be realized. Let me present to you the following paradigm, okay? And it looks like a puzzle, but this puzzle is very easy to solve, to be handled. We want to have good ranking, because if I have good ranking, I recruit faculty easier. I recruit students easier. I recruit a high school graduate. I recruit high school graduate for undergraduate program. I can recruit undergraduate program for the graduate program. Much easier, right? I have a faculty member. Good faculty can do a good teaching job, can do good research, can bring money in it, right? Do research. And with that, it generates more indirect for the university. By my proposal, it will give more return to the college. And we give almost all money back to the department, because we think the bottom of the problem is the department. So the money we're going to give to you. Now, once you have money, you can give more scholarship. You can ask alum like Bert to donate money to us, because you'll be proud of us. You'll be willing to donate money to us. Well, I just tell you a small story. After the banquet, one of our alum, Ron Green, he said, "Dr. Kuo, here's a check, $150,000. Last year, Ron Nutt gave us $1 million. This year, somebody gave us $150,000. So if the program divide, you have money in, right? Now you have money, then you can give more scholarships. You can give them better professors. And once you have more scholarship, you have better professors and better students, you do publish more papers, guess what? Your rank better. Right? It's a loop. Now here's a puzzle. Then what? What do we do? There are several different kind of answers. One common answer was, let's pay attention equally to everyone, okay? And the other answer is, oh, they're so good. I mean, they're just so political and so subjective. There's all kind of opinions. Forget about it. And I'm so strong. I don't need you to tell me I'm great. I can be so good that, my wife and I know that I'm great. So I don't care. I don't care your ranking. That's another approach, right? When this puzzle, and think about it, now where is the spark plug of this puzzle? Research dollars. I look at all the university ranking. A lot of faculty will remind me that, Dr. Kuo, we know you pay attention to research. We know you have reputation research. Please don't hurt my undergraduate education. That's a common way I was heard. I was told the first day I was on the job. Nobody say that anymore. Do you know why? My answer was, tell me, what makes you believe you have a good undergraduate education? I'm not saying we don't. What do you believe you have? I need evidence. Do you have evidence? I gave individual 3 months to give me evidence. Not just by saying I'm a handsome man. That doesn't count. Just tell me why. I would let you do anything you want. Survey, fine. Survey alum, survey Union News World Report, survey graduating student, and benchmark, anything's fine. At the end of 3 months, you say, I don't. In fact, I do. We can be improved. I do. Our graduating rate is not very high. We're okay. Our alum are successful, but not every alum is successful. And we have many successful alum. We're doing very good. As I say, only 20% alum contribute money back to the university. And I have a lot of evidence. Don't become quiet. Undergraduate education is very, very, very important. But by saying that it's important is not enough. You need action. You need to do something to make it important. In that puzzle, right now I think we have great momentum. Our research is moving. Do you know that we actually use the research indirect cost to subsidize our undergraduate education? A lot of people don't know that. 40% of my budget came from the state of Tennessee. 60% from the private fund, like you guys generate money. If no research from you, I have to lay off 60% of the people. Don't even talk about quality undergraduate program. I would not even have an undergraduate program. Well, then people can say, that's really sad about education system. That is probably true, but that's beyond my control. I thought the American way is to give the ideas to the workforce, to give person empowerment from the workforce, namely faculty and students. So to solve the puzzle collectively, I think our college is really moving into the right direction. And without your help, it's impossible to do this. So we are very thankful for the faculty and students in the college that have put a lot of effort, have contributed a lot. We are very, very thankful for the alum of the college who have recently gave us a lot of money because they understand that if we do a good job, they will be very proud of themselves. They'll be proud of the school they graduate from. And we have a lot of students here. And we wish you the best to be successful. And when you become successful, don't forget about us. Don't forget about the college. And don't forget about this university. Investment in education cannot be wrong. I'm not sure about other investment. But I think investment in education cannot be wrong. I'm not biased. Excuse me. Thank you. I will open the question for you to answer.
We have time for questions and comments from the audience, and if you would, please use the microphones, okay, when you ask your question.
I got a related question.
Okay.
In my opinion, I think that students, applicants, tend to be attracted to colleges that have visible websites. If you look at the College of Engineering's website, each department has the same looking, same formatted website, which, in my opinion, gives an impression of mediocrity. Don't you think that each department should have an individualized, customized website to make it more visible?
I really appreciate it. I think your observation is absolutely correct. Well, this website, I think was designed a few years ago, not too long ago. The idea was good. The idea was we are from one university, you should have same tone. I have no objection to that. But what happened in design is very primitive. And it's on the agenda to be modified. But it's not a small job. But we're doing it. You are absolutely correct.
Right. Peter.
Are all the factors contributing to the overall score of, for instance, 68 equally weighted?
No, they're not equally weighted. The first two weighted the heaviest. I think the first two, the opinion by academicians and opinion by recruiters, they are weighted a little bit heavier. I think 20% each. The weight of National Academy of Engineering member, I believe, is 7.5%, so not equally weighted. Are we still on the webcast?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that ranking for graduate studies or?
For graduate study,
Yeah,
yes.
graduate program.
Graduate program should be clear.
The undergraduate programs will be ranked, I think, in the next ranking.
Yes. Bert?
Bert?
I'm chairman of the advisory committee for the Nuclear Engineering Department, and I've been asked to, on behalf of the advisory committee, to congratulate and thank you, Wei and Lee, and the faculty and staff and all of the students for the achievement of the top 10 ranking. About 10 years ago, Lee, working with the advisory committee, raised that as an issue, that this is something we ought to be aiming for. And Lee and his staff have progressively worked every year aiming for that outcome. And it's even a higher outcome than the top 10. But they have been the pioneers in things like issuing an annual report regularly. They were the first department at UT, I think, that was doing that, and or one among the first. Another pioneering area was the development of distance learning, of which they've taken the lead, and with Wes moving into the College of Engineering and the overall university, leading the university into doing this. But all of these measures are things, I think, that have continued to bring, and this webcast here is another one. It's a lot of effort to put this on, and but it does bring an awful lot of recognition to this department and to the College of Engineering, because it is developing a continuing audience, but more importantly, it has a body of evidence that people can then on the archives pick up and go back and check. And so it's these kind of measures that have led to that, and I think through your leadership and your emphasis on the achievement of these rankings, I think you can see better things coming in the future. But again, on behalf of the advisory committee, I congratulate all of you. It's a wonderful achievement. You said that, you know, maybe rankings are overblown or something, and I just note that in sports we do keep the score. I have some younger granddaughters that are playing soccer, and they don't keep a score up on the board. I promise you, every one of them out on the field know what the score is while
Yes.
the game's going. So score does count.
Okay. Thanks for those
Thank
comments.
you. Thank you.
I did not pay him to make those comments. Do we have any other questions or comments from the audience? Okay, Martin?
Well, this was a story from an alumnus
Wait a
of
minute, wait a
another
minute.
university
Yes.
in Tennessee. And I understand that the College of Engineering or their department did not make the U.S. News and World Report's
Yes.
list. And they had meetings to consider this. They looked at their options of seeking endowment for professorships, increasing research dollars. Instead, they decided to hire an advertising firm. And to the embarrassment of some of the faculty and students, the following year, they made it.
Well, as you can tell, any kind of rank has some degree of subjectivity, and the attribute over there, you know, most of those you cannot control them. But people do play game, like, you know, but I think in the long term, remember I mentioned it's a philosophy, namely the targets to make further improvement. The objective is to be held accountable. It's not a number itself. So, so you hire advertisement. I mean, people know it, and in the long term, you just need to do everything. Like this webcast, in my opinion, is one of the best things that we've done in this college for years, because it's going through a very active, promotable agenda, and it's visible. And I know you invite people with different kind of background, with different kind of subjects, and promote scholarship among the audience, and bring awareness to people what's going on, not only in the department, but also in the nuclear industry, the community.
Right.
And so I think it's very positive. So those things will eventually reflect in the ranking. Question: how many years would it take to build up Rome, the city Rome? How long does it take to construct a city like Rome?
It will take one day.
Huh?
Rome was not built in one day.
Exactly. That's the point I'm trying to make. It takes more than one day to build Rome. And that's education too.
Yes.
Every little help.
Do we have any other questions or comments from the audience? Okay, let me make a comment or two. Some of you know this. This is our last scheduled colloquium of the academic year. There are a couple more weeks in the semester, but we have plans for other activities in this room for the next 2 weeks. It's possible that we might have 1 or 2 colloquium speakers this summer, but that's yet to be scheduled. So I want to take this opportunity to thank everyone, both the local audience and the cyber audience, for their interest and their participation in this program, which we think is of tremendous value to us as well as the entire community out there, both nuclear and non-nuclear.
Yes.
But before we adjourn, first of all, I do see a few, we always have a few new faces each week, and these new people may not know that we have a reception downstairs on the 2nd floor in room 219, and there is food down there, and everyone is invited. But before we adjourn, let's express our appreciation to Dean Kuo for his presentation today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Are we turning this off? Am I off?
We are off now.
We're off now?
Not yet, not yet. Why?